morning, this is Hornby R3524 Trevone, rebuilt West Country class locomotive, running number 34096. We've put coal and a crew in it. I've had this for about 3 years, it's an old Hornby model, and never reviewed it anyway. Hope you enjoy seeing it run, and thank you for watching. Okay, here we are going through the Y points. I did run it earlier and it was jumping on the points, and the rear driving wheels had a back-to-back of 13.20, and it's supposed to be between 14.40 and 14.50. Obviously an easy fix, but that's how it came. I'm not even sure we've even run it. I think I just got it, put the crew in and the coal, and that was it. But as you can see, that was sweet as. Here we are, we're doing the radius 2 curve points test. What the computer said, we never do it again, I wouldn't advise it. Set track, left hand standard points, here we go. Curve point radius 2. Curve point radius 2. Curve point radius 2. Where it's slowing down is where it is just so tight. The back-to-backs are 14.40, so if you've got a loco that the back-to-backs aren't spot on, it's just not going to do this. As I say, the computer tells you what will fit into a space. Now you can see the tender is arced right round. You can see it's on the limit of travel. However, the loco will do this. I would suggest with carriages and a heavy load, it may derail. But you can see that was an absolute doddle. And if we can keep going backwards, please. And you can see that's perfect, thank you. Here's Trevone. We've got it pulling 9 carriages with a baggage car at the back, and it's pulling pretty much what it would have pulled back in the day. Obviously we've got it running a lot slower than we would normally, just to show. It's better for the camera, especially in 4K. And what we're going to do next time round is we're going to run it at express speeds. So once the carriage has cleared the church, the last carriage, we're going to speed it up and run it at what I would suggest is probably a normal speed it would run at in real life. Obviously not Heritage Railway, because they're limited to 20 miles an hour. And here we are, this is pretty much an express speed. This is what it would have run at back in the day. It pulls 9 carriages easily. They're all Bachmann carriages. I was lucky, I got 3 of them cheap at a Bluebell Railway open day. The roofs are slightly different, but who cares, they would be in real life. Now hopefully you should just be able to see Trevone in the background coming through. Costs aside, the great thing about having loads of points on a model railway is you don't get bored. as in you can send the locomotive on different routes, and here you can see another route it can take. And here's another route. And it just gives you variety, you don't get bored. I realise, listen, costs have an aspect to it, I do get that. But it just gives you a little bit of variety. Here we are taking another route. The only snag with us having I think we've got about 62 points on our layout, is we've only really got one piece of track where we can put a loco on or anything long on easily. But as I say, it does make your layout more interesting. And it's a good test as well to check your points are correct and check the loco's running fine. We are coming up through the station fiddle yard, the last route change, and there we go. And you can see this just runs, it's a real cool cooking. In fact, I wish I'd run the loco more, I didn't realise it was this good. And here we go behind the houses and the rock. As I say, we run it really slowly because it's better for the camera. And you can see here it pulls all these carriages with consummate ease. No problem at all. Really, really nice, quiet. Here we are at what we would suggest is probably a realistic running speed for the locomotive with the carriages. We are at, I would probably say, is a loco running at about 70 miles an hour in real life. And you can hear the coaches sound realistic too. And if we can slow it down, please. And the thing you bear in mind is, when you slow a loco down, you slow it down slowly, don't just turn the power down. Because what's going to happen is, you do it slowly, you're going to have the carriages may derail. Remember, you've got the forward pull and pushing of the carriages like in real life. And you stamp on it, you're going to have a derailment or maybe even lose the bogies. But you can see this really is a fantastic locomotive. And here we are, we've got it now pulling some benzine wagons. Which in my view, it's pretty good. These are Bachmann wagons and a Bachmann brake van, or guards van. And here we are, we're coming along the long straight. here we are, we're going to go through the worst part of the track, which is a radius 2 curve onto a radius 2. And you can see it slowed down a little bit because it's tight, but it wasn't a problem. When you've got short wheel based wagons, it's never going to be a major issue anyway. And here we are on the new route, where you can see we've extended the model railway at the back, and you can see it's far smoother, no slowing down because of the tightness of the curve, and you can see it runs a lot better. Anyway, here is the last chapter. We hope you've enjoyed seeing this locomotive run. Thank you very much for watching. And it really is fantastic. As I say, the only thing I had to do was change the back-to-backs of the rear driving wheels. They were 13.2 and it was jumping on points. They're now at 14.40, 14.5, and you can see the loco runs superbly. Thank you.